What is up, guys? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in to another video. It's your boy Rush.
6.2 Hellcat right here.
And yesterday we asked you guys to put up questions on Instagram. I put up a sticker on my story, so if you're not following me, check it out at Rush Shift. A lot of you guys asked some really good questions, and me and 6.2 Hellcat here are going to answer them. So we're going to go through some random questions. I'm going to keep it very kind of random. We did not read these before or anything, so raw answers for you guys. So anyways, I want to go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna have him ask some questions off his story, some off on mine. Let me start off at the top here. There's a ton of questions that we got, so there's just a lot in there, and there's more coming in. So if anything good comes in as we're going through stuff, we'll answer that too. So first questions is any tips on a teenager who wants to start car vids? Very much appreciated, he says. So we'll go ahead and answer that.
Car vids?
Car vids. He wants to start
car
videos. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it honestly just pretty much you just gotta get a camera and go out there. Pretty much just gotta. I kind of just ruined it, bro. Yeah. I don't even know what you said at first. We can cut it right.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with our first question, which is from Wavy Dweed. Interesting name there, buddy. But anyways, the question is, any tips on a teenager who wants to start car vids? You know, I'm gonna answer this one because I've been doing it a little longer.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing to do if you want to start doing car videos is just getting started, because you're gonna learn a lot along the way, and it's one of those things, until you get started, you're really not gonna know what to expect or what to do. The key for being successful in making car videos is thinking of your audience and what they want to see, and trying to make your videos, you know, from the viewer's perspective, entertaining. So, you know, like if you were to go online and search something up, try to put yourself in that person's shoes and make videos tailored towards them. And, you know, best of luck.
Right, like try it, like you know, looking up videos that you would think of typing in.
Yeah.
And then pretty much just tailor to that. Would you and Rush be down to change cars for a day?
Am I supposed to answer that one?
Go ahead, man. We're talking about the Whipple Mustang here.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I would be down. The only problem is the fact that my car is manual and it's not easy to drive. I've let 6.2 drive it before and he gave me a heart attack. Second gear?
Oh shit,
No.
wait, hold on.
Okay,
You're that wrong. I'm in neutral now.
Clutch in.
Okay. Oh, shit.
So when you say you don't know how to drive manual, you weren't kidding. This guy doesn't have a clue. Okay, that's fifth gear, by the way. Get out of fifth gear.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's fifth?
Yeah. So I couldn't imagine falling asleep or even like being away from the car, you know, knowing that he might be grinding gears or something. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to say no. But if my car was an automatic, I'd let him drive it because I trust him enough. But yeah, so no hard feelings. Buddy.
No hard, all right, bro. Next question.
Okay, so the next question is kind of relating to the driving stick. How long did it take you to learn stick? How long did it take me? Honestly, it didn't take me very long because I was forced to learn it and get good at it. What I did is I bought a manual car without knowing how to drive manual all the way. So it was kind of like put under pressure to learn how to drive manual. So, you know, I just spent probably like a week really kind of stalling everywhere and stuff like that until I got the hang of it. So it didn't take too long because I was forced to learn it. I think if you're just leisurely, like just for fun, it might take a little longer. But to perfect it is a different story. So, yeah, go ahead.
Cool. All right. I think this is a question that a lot of people from your channel have been asking. But is Rush gonna get a new Mopar anytime soon?
Oh man, that's
that's like the number one question.
That's the number
everyone
one
keeps on
question.
asking you, yeah.
Man, I was so set on getting a new car, and then all of a sudden, like, everyone just started showing so much interest in, like, my Challenger side boo, and, like, I started thinking that it was a smart idea to just kind of do some modifications to it and see where we can take it. So I kind of canceled out the idea of buying a new Mopar right now, because I already have the Mustang, and, you know, if I was to buy another Mopar, it's going to be a Hellcat. So to have two cars that are essentially pretty close in power, it just doesn't, it's not really the smartest thing to do because it would limit me in content a lot. So unless my audience wants me to get like a wide body scat pack, I don't think I'm gonna get a new Mopar anytime soon. or like unless I get a daily that's like a Jeep, SRT or something. So I don't know. But as of right now, I have not set my mind on a new Mopar yet. I think if I'm gonna get something new, it's gonna be something different if I keep the challenge. This is like the number one question I freaking see anytime I post one of these, and it's always, how do you afford everything? And you want to go ahead and kind of answer how do you afford everything, and I'll answer my part.
Yeah, I think we both get these questions asked since we have these high performance cars, and I mean they're not cheap either.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, like, doesn't matter. This is the question that a lot of people ask me as well, as like what I do for work. I think that kind of ties into this question, but at the end of the day, it honestly comes down to how well you finance your finances, how you manage your finances. If you're good at saving your money, you don't blow it on like stupid stuff, then eventually you'll be able to afford one of these cars. Doesn't even matter if you make over 100 grand, if you still spend it in a very stupid way, you're not gonna have a lot of money saved up anyways. So honestly, we've just been pretty smart with our finances. I have definitely made some really bad financial decisions, but the key is to learn from your mistakes and then just move on. I mean, I've been in debt multiple times, but I mean, you have to learn from your mistakes, and at the end of the day, I did, and that's why I'm able to afford what I drive. I mean, I have a Hellcat Daytona, my second Hellcat. So and honestly, just learn from your mistakes. Be very smart with your finances. Invest, do whatever you need to do. I mean, there's the internet is like a huge free knowledge completely just out there for you guys. So just learn from that. That's all I can say.
Cool. And I'm gonna answer pretty shortly. There's a lot of things that you guys have not seen. Like, you guys met us at a time when we had these cars, but you don't see the years it took to getting to this point. Like the countless hours spent at a job, being smart with your money, like investing it right, having a game plan. For me, thankfully, my dad instilled in me a lot of very good traits with regards to money, managing it, being smart about money. It was never handed to me, so I had to work for it, and now I realize the value of money. And and I'm very cautious with my money. A lot of people give me a hard time saying like, you make enough to be able to afford a lot more, why don't you do it? And it's just that thing, man. I love having that safety net. I love building a nice savings account, and living kind of within my means, because it's very easy to go out there and finance a much more expensive car, but I don't like living in that pressure of not knowing whether I'm going to be able to make it at the end of the month. When I first started working and I was a lot younger, my first year of work, I was a dental assistant, so I made decent money for my age. I started off, I think it was like I was 17 years old. I had done like a small internship through high school and kind of just got a part-time job at the dental office. And it was like those things, like it was my first time actually like getting a feel for money, and I was spending it recklessly. At the end of the year, they give you like your little tax forms and they show you how much you made, and I looked at my bank account and I realized there was like no money left over, and it was a really crappy feeling knowing I had worked so hard, made all this money, and ended up spending it all on clothes, going out, and just nothing that was really of value. So now when I do spend, I'm spending to create something. Like my spending for the channel is to grow the channel, to reinvest into the channel. So I really don't do too much spending out of that, just for me. Like, I don't really care for designer clothes and stuff like that. I'm a very simple guy, and I'm very like business focused. Not everyone's gonna see it that way, because cars are a big debate whether it's an investment or not. But for someone like me that runs a channel, a car is an investment because it is a tool that gets me more money. So at the end of the day, that's how I'm able to afford it. I worked years and years, and did my kind of fair share of managing money in the right way, investing it in the right way. And now, I graduated college, I got to quit my job and like focus on this channel full time, and the channel provides me enough money to be able to afford the cars and more. So that's the cool part. So yeah, is mine question after yours?
Yours. Mine? Okay, yeah. Cool. So this kind of ties into the last question a little bit, based off of like the come up pretty much. But what was your first car?
My first car was a Toyota Corolla S. It wasn't the car that I wanted, but that's the car I ended up with, and it was a good first car.
I had a '97 Honda Civic, so that was my first car. Yeah.
You went for a Civic.
Yep.
You're a Honda boy.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Cool deal. All right. So the next one, What's a more reliable car, the 6.2 Hemi or the 5-liter Coyote? That one's easily answered.
6.2.
Yeah, the 6.2 is more reliable. Reliability wise, I mean, you have a car that's built to make 700 horsepower. They put all the engineering hours in and everything, and you have a car that you are making into, you know, a higher rated horsepower car. So I think the Hemi is going to be more reliable. But there are ways to make the Coyote reliable-ish, but it just depends. Yeah. So go ahead.
Who's been pulled over the most?
I would say definitely you.
Yeah, definitely me.
Yeah.
I've definitely been pulled over more. I've definitely gotten lucky with cops.
Yeah, he gets pulled over more, but nothing happens to him. I get pulled over, and it's always bad. So I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because I look like a racer or something. I have no idea, but like I could be doing nothing, get pulled over, and I'm still gonna get a hard time. So it's just something that's happened countless times. But yeah. So is it my turn?
Yep.
Do you guys have any car girlfriends? I don't think we do.
Nope.
We have car girlfriend like followers.
Like followers?
Yeah,
but...
like people that follow us and interact with us a lot. But in terms of like in our group,
no,
it's very rare to find like a girl.
I can't even name a single one.
Yeah, I mean I know a few, but like they're not like my
they're
friends.
Not like
friends.
they're our close group of friends.
No.
What muscle car would you suggest to get? Camaro ZL1, a Hellcat, Mustang GT, or a Vet? For our next car?
Like which one do you recommend?
Yeah.
Depends. It depends what you're going for though. Like those are all those cars are very like kind of very different in a way. Like the Corvette is very different than the Hellcat, and then the Mustang and the Camaro are different too. Because I think the Mustang is the most affordable car you can get in that kind of setup.
Yeah, the muscle car realm.
And unless you're putting the GT500 in there. But I don't know. For me, if I'm getting a new car and trying to switch it up, it would probably be either the Vet or the ZL1 because I want something different and I want to try something new. So how much money do you spend on gas weekly with the V8? Do you get that one a lot too?
Yeah.
What would you say is like realistic?
Okay, well let's just say yesterday I filled up twice and today I filled up again coming out here. So in 2 days I've already filled up 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah, so 3 times. I mean, honestly, if I take this car out every day to hang out with Rush and my boy D-Rod, honestly I'll fill
Then
up
you're
like
doing a fill up.
Yep, pretty much every day. And right now, thankfully, gas is a little bit cheaper. It costs me like 45 to 50 bucks to fill my tank right now, which isn't too terrible. Usually, like in normal circumstances, it's around like 70, 75.
Yeah.
So if I had to add it up, like let's just say 5 times a week times 50, so it's $250 a week in gas, which is about $1,000 a month.
A month in gas. For me, because I have the 2 cars and both V8s, I'd say like easily like 150 a week would be kind of realistic if I'm driving a lot, but also work from home, so sometimes I don't go out too much, so it can be a little less. So it really fluctuates a lot. But if you have a full-time job, you're commuting to work every day, I'd say like budget $120, $130 a week, like 2 fill-ups, because every couple, like 3-4 days, you'll probably need to fill up if you're driving somewhat conservative.
Yeah.
You know, these cars, like if you put your foot down, like you're getting 3-4 miles to the gallon like all day.
Yep.
If you're being a little nice to it, you can kind of stretch it out, especially highway driving, you stretch it out a little more. But yeah, it's very easy to go from like 200-mile range down to like, 120 in these cars like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off this video right here since I don't want to run too long, but we are doing a part 2 on 6.2 Hellcat's channel where you guys should go out over there and kind of check out the rest of the questions. There's a lot more coming in, so we're gonna keep this going. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's your boy Rush.
6.2 Hellcat.
And we'll catch you in the next upload. Peace.